What's up, you guys? Welcome to season 6 of the And Now We Know show. I am your host, Jonnie Kae, and of course, I have nothing but special guests on this show. Go back and check out everybody that I've already had. I have so many dope people, musicians, other chefs. I have like actors, models, all kind of people. I can't even think of everybody right now at the top of my head, but go ahead and check everybody out, you guys. It's kind of an insane amount of people, and they're all really, really dope. So yeah, check them out. Today I have a chef, and you guys know I'm kind of a foodie. Some people don't believe that. We're going to meet Alyssa Boicel. She is all the way in Barcelona, and I'm so thankful to have her today because right now it's like a significant time difference, but she is thankfully here today with us. So sit tight. We're going to get to know her story, and I think you guys are going to fall in love with her food. So yeah, it's worth a trip to Barcelona, but I think if you pay her enough, she'll come and fly out to you. So stay tuned for information. Let's go ahead and get this started with Alyssa Boicel. And like I said, she's a very talented chef, and I just want to get to know her. We got to get to know her today. First thing I want to talk to you about is, where are you exactly from?
So originally I'm from Canada, but I grew up in California. And so I have like a lot of influences from the West and the East Coast because I'm from Montreal originally. So there's a lot of European influences, but then of course that like down home cooking from California and like Latino Mexican influences in my food.
Interesting. Of course, because you know LA, us, we have like, we love our tacos and everything Mexican here. Can you tell us who inspired you to be a chef? Why cooking instead of something else? Like, what made you want to be a chef?
It's a good question. I mean, both my grandfathers owned their own restaurants, and then my father also owned his own restaurant. And I just so happened to have a stepmother who had owned her own bakery. So I had all those different cooking influences, but they were very different because my mother's Trinidadian, and therefore my grandfather was cooking mostly Caribbean, like Indian influenced food, whereas my grandfather was from French Guiana, which is a country right above Brazil in the Amazon. And so this food is more Creole, so there's like more shrimp and spice. If you know cayenne pepper, that's where my dad is from. He's from Cayenne. So it's all about the red pepper and the spice and the seafood influence.
Wow, that explains your accent. You have a beautiful accent. It's dope. I like it. It's like, you know, like Rihanna, Islander. I don't know. You have like, it's a cool like vibe.
Oh, thank you.
And you're like very universal. You're like from a lot of places. So it kind of makes sense how you sound.
I've been around.
In a good way. In a good way, y'all. Exactly. In a good way.
My mom is watching.
Yeah, she's well traveled. Okay.
Well versed.
Exactly. So you're very talented. Your plates are beautiful. Where do you think you get your creativity from?
It's funny because like I feel like with social media we're able to tap into not only different markets, but you know, we're able to collaborate in ways we never thought we would. And so sometimes we have more access to top chefs and top designs and ideas in the world, and then we can take them and, you know, apply it to our own ideas. And so instead of like just having, you know, a regular mac and cheese dish, or in some of my cases, you know, a lot of my food is like Caribbean inspired, but I like the way I see designs from French cuisine. And so sometimes I'm trying to elevate some of these dishes so it not only makes, you know, simple and plain boring things like vegetables look tastier, but it also inspires people to want to try to do it themselves, because a lot of these dishes you can do it yourself, but it also takes patience, and it can sometimes be very therapeutic, especially considering everything that's been going on in the world right now. Sometimes you need to take some time away from social media and, just focus on a little project like creating a nice little dish on a plate.
Like, you're very talented. That's a unique gift, because people don't normally just say, let me put a gourmet plate together in my spare time. Like, it's not the norm.
We're like, we have tapas here, so they will just take like roasted eggplants, but when they put it on a plate, it looks like, some sort of elevated gourmet gastronomic dish. So sometimes you just get inspired.
Wow, that's very cool to hear. What's a dessert that you could make for the rest of your life without getting tired of it?
Ooh,
good question. It's a custard cream dessert, and I actually posted it on my Instagram recently. And it's like a typical French tart. But what I love about it is that, like, I do everything from scratch. So I do the crust, which is like a buttery, crispy crust. And then it has that nice custardy base that, I'm using egg yolks and vanilla and then a fruit topping. But anything that could be a custard cream sort of pie, where I can really use the technique of like making custard, I like to do, because it's just more challenging than most desserts.
So yeah, definitely. Where can everyone find your hot sauce, and where are you selling it at? You have a signature hot sauce.
Yes, I do.
Tell us about that.
Cabaret Her.
Hey.
The bottle. I actually designed everything myself.
The bottle?
Thank you. I mean, it's my first bottle or product design of anything. And sometimes when you feel like you're going in the right direction, everything goes in the right place. And so when I was coming up with the design, it just just came together. And at the moment, I'm only selling it in Barcelona. And the only reason for that is just because, we're testing out the market. And plus, Barcelona is actually quite difficult to find a good hot sauce. And a lot of the hot sauces that come into the town are either like Tabasco hot, not hot enough, or the flavor is just not there. And so I decided I wanted to make a hot sauce that, because, Caribbean people, we know hot sauce, especially in Trinidad, where we have our Scotch bonnet peppers, and we put in hot sauce on everything from like roti to like whatever rice dish that we're cooking. And so when it comes to hot sauce, we like to have flavor. We don't want it just to be hot. So I created this hot sauce that is gonna be like, it'll be spicy. It's made with scorpion peppers from my garden, but it's also gonna have a good taste. So if you go to like, brunch, and you just wanna put it on some eggs or whatnot, and you don't like the hot sauce, they hand it to you at the table, you can have it with you, and it's quite a good size to fit in your purse too. So you just bust that out and pour it on your lunch or brunch.
It sounds so delicious. Like, I want to try it right now. Like, and it sounds like you just
model.
yeah, please. I would love to.
Customs first, but
yeah, let me know. We'll arrange that. We'll arrange that after the interview for sure, because I want to get one for sure. I have to.
Anybody who visits Barcelona, you could just Instagram me and I'll bring it to you right away.
Hey. I love it. And it's beautifully packaged. You just put very much thought into it, and I love that. I really do. Can you tell us where we can find where can we buy it? Do we DM you or do we email you? How can we DM?
For now, you DM me on Instagram, and I'll come bring it to you directly, and you can enjoy your hot sauce. I do have a website, but we're not currently selling on the website just yet. Website is under works, but just DM me and I'll bring it to you directly.
Okay. Okay, you guys, stay tuned towards the end because I'm gonna get her Instagram for you guys, and that will also be in the description box so you guys can order your bottle today. It already sounds mouth-watering. I can't wait to taste it. What's your favorite meals? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
For me, I eat dinner pretty much at brunch time because
Okay.
like in Spain, it's a little different here. Like we don't do breakfast and lunch and dinner. In fact, interesting, when I first moved to Spain, it was weird because people eat dinner at like after 10. And so I remember when people would book for restaurants, it would be like booking at like 10:30 or 11 p.m. And I'm just like, oh, what is that? But then as I started to live here longer, I got used to it. And so it got to the point where when I was eating my first meal of the day, it would be at like 2 p.m. So I guess you could say I'm a lunch person, but like my lunch is consisting of like dinner materials.
Okay, brunch and dinner, you guys. Alyssa Boicel. Stay tuned towards the end because we're gonna have all of her information so you guys can see how you can try her hot sauce, try her foods, get her recipes, anything you want to ask her. You'll be able to do that. Just stay tuned towards the end. Did you go to school to learn how to cook, or are you just a natural at this?
I mean, I didn't go to any formal culinary school, and it was just one of those things where every time I was having parties, I was serving up food. And then one day my roommate was like, you know, you should cater lunches to our office because the food that we have around the area is not that good. And,
Wow.
you know, your food is tastier. And so I just threw caution in the wind and started catering. And it was quite an interesting experience because you know, you quickly grow your business through word of mouth and you have a lot of deliveries to do. And the thing is, I was delivering hot lunches. And so there was also things I was learning about when delivering hot food to begin with. And, you know, the process of like, you know, putting it in the fridge before serving it to people, and like, you know, how long can food last, and how much ingredients and the quantity of ingredients you need to buy in order to cater to like over 30 people. And so it was a lot to learn, but it also taught me a lot about like food preparation and cleanliness and, you know, just overall organization. And because of that, you know, it led me to a lot of different opportunities in my life, including making this hot sauce. So
Right, which is amazing. I mean, how many people can say they have a hot sauce out there? And that is something that can go global. That can be sold all over the world.
starting locally though, but we're gonna go global, I swear.
Right. I mean, you're already on the And Now We Know show, getting it out there a little bit more. So, I mean, you know, just taking steps, just getting it out there, just promoting it and stuff. You know, you're already doing it now. So, can you shout out your social media for the people that want to try your food? They want to try your hot sauce. Can you shout that out for them?
Yeah, so if you're in the Barcelona area, you want to try my hot sauce, you want a nice tour of the city, you want to go eat at some good restaurants, it's Alyssa's Kitchen BCN. I'm sure they're going to share it with you, but I'll repeat again, Alyssa's Kitchen BCN. BCN stands for Barcelona. So, you know, if you need a guide, you know who to call.
Alyssa's Kitchen, you guys. Make sure you check that out. Everything she said is in the description box as well, so you can click down below at that. Can you leave us with any tips or motivation for fellow chefs out there watching that are inspired by you today, or people that they're thinking about being a chef but they haven't took that step yet? Can you give them some advice?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, anything in life is always a challenge, but once you just go ahead and do it, you realize it's not that bad. The challenge wasn't that difficult. And the only thing holding yourself back is you. And it wasn't the first time I did it when you saw it on the Instagram. So you just got to keep trying until you get it right.
Right. That's right, you guys. Keep on trying. Don't give up. Just keep on trying your recipes. Whatever it is that you have that you do, you know. I mean, just keep on working at it. She's absolutely right. DM her, and DM her right now, because she knows what she's talking about. She knows about her diet, she knows about her food, she knows about her hot sauce. She's an incredible lady, and I'm so glad you came on the show today.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
Of course, I'm glad you had fun. Subscribe, y'all. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Give it 2 thumbs up. It's gonna push our video up to the top. And leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions about her food or whatever like that. And check out the description box below, because she has so much going on. So you want to follow her on her social media right now. And that's it. Thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate you.
It was a pleasure.
See you guys next time.